So I was almost in a riot once, but I should qualify that it would have been a nerd riot, just similar to a normal riot, except like much less worrisome. Like if riot police showed up, they'd be like, oh, we don't need to use the tear gas because they're all already crying for some reason. What happened? What's going on here? So here's where it happened. I was at the premiere screening of Batman: The Dark Knight. And I should say that I wasn't at like the Friday 7 p.m. screening when a movie opens and people who have jobs and relationships are like, oh, I enjoy film, let's go. I'm talking about like midnight on a Thursday, the premiere. Disgusting. For the uninitiated, that's when all the creepy superfans emerge from their shame caverns. Like naked mole rats, and they see the light and they're like, ah, public, that kind of thing. The kind of people who have had the bat symbol as their desktop wallpaper ever since they heard the movie was coming out. And every day they walk past it like, oh, hello again, suicide deterrent. Those kind of people. Suicide. I don't understand what you're applauding. If you've never been to a nerd movie at peak nerd hours, I cannot recommend it enough. Even if you don't enjoy the subject matter. You just gotta go, and you gotta show up an hour early and hang out outside the theater to watch people show up in costumes, because it's like a nerd red carpet. It's unbelievable. You can be like, oh, it's Batman himself exiting the back of the Bat station wagon. All right, that's good. Sort of a chauffeur situation. Oh, it's a woman dressed as the Joker, and she's, oh no, that's a prostitute crying. Well, whatever. Even the mistakes are fun on Nerd Movie Night. Oh, the mistakes. The movie itself was like the most unbelievable experience of my life because like, every joke was bah, and every scary part was whoa, and it was collective and it was huge. But then, with 15 minutes left to go in the movie, at the very climax, the screen went black. And it stayed black because the film had melted. And the sound that emerged from that room was less anger and more concentrated sadness. Just air being let out of the most pathetic balloon in history. Oh no. And then the minutes ticked by, 1 through 5. And they started to get legitimately angry, but like relative. You wouldn't have described it as anger, but there was a whole lot of fist shakes and like, how dare you? There was that. There was a lot of that. Then the usher came in and he was like, I'm sorry, the film has melted, there's nothing we can do. And people started to go a little bit ballistic. They started to yell in earnest. One guy stood up in a Batman costume and he was like, ah! He ripped right out of that. He was wearing a Hulk costume underneath, so it was weird, it was good. I think he was just waiting for his moment, it was well timed. Then the usher said, we will refund your tickets, and that's when I heard the best thing I've ever heard in my life. This woman behind me stood up and yelled, are you gonna refund the day I took off work to be here? And we all went, yeah! And then like 1 second later, collectively we went, wait, what? Because we realized she was not the hero we had been waiting for, she was fucking crazy. This is a midnight movie. What day did you take off work to be here? There is a 5-hour window on either side. To his credit, the usher said nothing, which I thought was very noble because I would have been tempted to say, oh yes, we will refund you every quarter you would have made manning the bridge, you fucking troll. I might have. But then the strangest thing happened, and I learned something about mob mentality. Because we had all of this steam collectively. We were all on the same page, working towards something nutty, like a riot. If you're gonna build towards something, you have to believe that all these strangers that you don't know are on the same mental level and passion level as you. If you start to realize that one of these people is crazy, you're like, wait a minute, I don't know any of these people. I can't go to war with them. Like literally, if you were going to war and you were like, we're gonna attack the enemy, we're gonna burn their villages. And then one guy was like, I'm gonna be the horse. You're like, all right, hold up for a second. Yeah, we're gonna slow this down. First of all, that guy is out for sure. I'm not even clear on what that meant. And secondly, I think we need a screening process because I'm realizing I don't recognize a lot of faces in this platoon. And that's what happened. Instead of like charging for a riot or charging the manager's office and demanding to watch the movie on another screen, something modest but angry, we just shuffled out, defeated, single file with our heads down, walking. But then, in a last-ditch attempt to regain some dignity, one of the guys peeled off the line, grabbed a poster off the wall, rolled it up, put it under his arm, turned to us, and said, "They owe me this." We were like, nice Hulk costume. Good night, everyone.